Salut à toutes et à tous.
Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today, I'm going to show you a summary of December 2023, specifically the first 14 days, as it's my habit to only trade during the first half of December. Usually, I stop before the 15th and resume trading activities on the Ultra Scalping system and all my other systems starting from January 10th of the following year. This allows me to maximize volume, since we have to wait for the major professionals to get back to work. It also gives me more time at the end of the year for other activities. So, let's look at the first 14 days of December with the focus on ultra scalping.
Donc là, on va voir les 14 premiers jours de décembre avec toujours l'ultra scalping. Donc, comme vous pouvez
As you can see here for December 1st on the Euro USD, we had two winning trades, each at 3 pips, equivalent to 300 euros each. As you can see here, the trades were bullish throughout the day. Now I'll zoom out for a quicker overview. On December 4th, we had a trade also bullish, which initially went slightly against us, then returned to this zone. We closed this trade at break-even, but minus the spread and commission, resulting in a loss of 1 pip of profit, thus minus 100 euros. Later in the month, starting from December the 7th, we had a bearish trade. This time I will zoom in enough with a beautiful entry here, which closed extremely quickly. Remember, we are on a 1-minute chart here, so it closed with just one candlestick, and the take profit was at plus 3 pips in this area, amounting to 300 euros in profits.
300 euros également de profit.
Finally, we had a series of trades starting from December 14th.
14 décembre. Ici.
Here we had a first trade. These two trades were very close on this first entry. Here we have a bearish trade on this first entry here.
Sur cette première entrée ici,
I'll adjust the vertical line.
le trait vertical.
As you can see, the course went down and almost hit our take profit of just 3 pips. It went up and we closed the trade at break-even. That's why this first trade is at 0 pips of profit. So it's totally break-even with no loss, no gain. And the second entry on this candlestick here with the setup here and the entry on this red candlestick. Well, here we had our take profit at plus 3 pips net without the course returning to the entry point. Thus, on this trade, A plus 3, 300 euros of profit.
Sur ce trade, 1 plus 3 pips, soit 300 euros de profit.
And sometime later on the same day, we had a potential bearish trade. Again, the course there went against us, but it returned with this second entry. We entered here, the price initially went against us, then we opened another unit here, and at this point the trade closed overall at minus 1 pip, equivalent to minus 100 euros for the Euro USD. That's all the trading activity we had, which was modest, but that's normal for the end of the year, and it still resulted in a profit of about 10 pips on the Euro USD. Now, let's look at the USD Yen. The same approach will be taken from December 1st to the 14th. The first trade we had was a bullish trade, catching almost the lowest point of the day before a continuation of the bearish movement. This trade yielded a profit of 2 pips, as there were some unique exit conditions in place, resulting in only 200 euros in profits. Here, you see, without any deception, we could have exited much higher. We could have claimed we took the 45 pips due to that rise. However, in reality, there was actually a trade here with only a 2-pip profit. So we take what is available. Then I'll zoom out again for speed.
Nous avons eu seulement
We had only 2 trades on the Euro Yen, and the second trade was a break-even. Here at 0 pips, I'll zoom in. Again, we have an entry that was a bullish trade. The price initially went against us, and as it moved more than 7 pips against us, we closed the trade at break-even when it returned to the entry point, resulting in a trade that was neither a loss nor a gain.
gagnant, donc break-even.
That's for the USD Yen. Now let's move on to the Euro Yen.
On va voir l'euro yen.
For the Euro Yen, the situation was similar. We had a trade on which I'll zoom in here, a break-even trade. You see this? The entry was here. The price stalled but moved sufficiently against us, allowing us to close the trade at break-even if it returned to the entry level.
Pour que nous puissions clôturer le trade s'il remontait au niveau de l'entrée.
So It was a break-even trade here. Then we had another trade that was completely independent of the first one. And on this one, we had two types of entries, the first unit here and then the second,
Puis une deuxième où
where we took a loss of -1 pip because we closed both units at break-even minus the pip for spread and commissions.
moins le pip de spread et de commission. Donc ça fait
So that's minus 100 euros for these two trades, as the first one is considered as a single trade.
ensuite
Then we had a bit more activity on the euro-yen, which is normal. On December 4th, we had another bullish trade, with the first unit unable to reach the take profit.
pu toucher le take profit. Donc,
The price then moved against us, so we opened a second unit and closed the entirety of both units at break-even minus the spread, plus the commission, resulting in a loss of -1 pip, again minus 100 euros.
et avec -1 pip, encore une fois, -100 euros.
As we continue through December, we had other trades starting from December 7th. Here we had a nice bullish trade, this time not a break-even or slightly losing trade, but a clear net profit of 4 pips, equating to 400 euros, again catching almost the lowest point of the day.
Encore une fois, quasiment le plus bas de la journée.
We took this rapid take profit once again, not pretending to catch the entire 60 pip rise. No, ours was a quick trade, and we exited immediately once our unimpacted take profit was achieved.
Nous avons notre take profit qui n'est pas entamé par la baisse du cours. Puis,
Then, on the same day, December 7th, we had a break-even trade. Unfortunately, it could have been slightly profitable if we had continued, but no, we closed this trade at break-even because the price had reached around 3 pips, and thus we returned to the entry point and closed the trade at 0 pips of profit and 0 pips of loss.
à l'entrée et nous avons clôturé ce trade à 0.
And I believe there was another one on December 8th. This time, it was almost at the highest point with a beautiful winning trade of 4 pips, equivalent to 400 euros of profit.
4 pips.
The trade was on the same candlestick and was quite fast, so you need to be reactive. Here, I will show you the candlestick where it occurred. We had this kind of doji that provided a beautiful setup and, of course, all the other conditions.
Rapidement pour
And then we entered quickly for a very rapid profit with a significant drop until the approach to the next signal, which obviously was not to be taken since there are other conditions to consider. The arrows are just an indication, I remind you, because this is not necessarily explained in the type of video I do here, but the arrows are only indications. There are other conditions for entry. That's why the bearish trade here was taken only in this zone and not in the previous ones. Then we had other trades following December 8th. I believe it started from the 14th. On December 14th, we had a nice bearish winning trade again. See here, where the price went against us and then came down with a net take profit of 4 pips, equivalent to 400 euros. On the same day, we also had another take profit with a net gain of 4 pips, again 400 euros. So, that's all for this summary video of December and the end of the year 2023. There were trades starting from January 10th, as I explained at the beginning of the video. I will make another video when there are obviously more trades and more days, since we only started retrading from the 10th to the 12th. So it was only 2 days of trading, which isn't a lot. There were a few trades, and the beginning of the year is positive. But I will make a summary video when there are a bit more trades for a slightly longer video. I'll see you very soon and will provide new results very quickly.
Voilà, moi je vous dis à très bientôt et je vous donne de nouveaux résultats très très vite.